Are you talking? No, let's try that again. Positive productivity isn't about perfection. Are you walking your talk or are you just talking your talk? Think about it for a second. Are you saying that you're going to do something, but then not doing it? In this video, I'm going to share quite a few ways that I have in the past talk the talk but not walk the walk, and how I'm changing that up now. I'm Kim Sutton. I'm host of the Positive Productivity Podcast, and I'm a business and marketing mentor. And it's my goal to help you work smarter and not harder in your business. So let's get back to the talking your talk versus walking your talk. I started my business in 2012 and I didn't know what I was going to be doing. I knew I had tons of experience. If this is your first time meeting me, I was an interior architect for over a decade. I designed offices in New York City and in Connecticut. I designed schools here in Ohio. But in 2008, I lost my job. The schools that I designed were funded by bond issues, and since taxpayers were losing their jobs, they didn't want to pay for the bond issues anymore. So there was no money left to pay me. So I started my business in 2012. I had all that experience from corporate, but I had no confidence in myself in the virtual assistant arena. That's how I started out. I was looking at who my competition was. I was looking all over the world, and I thought that I was competing with people overseas who charged less per hour than I could have made making minimum wage here in Ohio. So I started. I got really inundated really fast. I mean, American VA charging $8 an hour who knew her stuff. I was quickly booked out for 80 hours a week. And I thought that in order to be successful, I had to do more, do more, do more. But I had all these big goals and I would keep on sharing them with people, but I would never act on them. In 2015, I shared to a Facebook group about chronic idea disorder. I wanted to know who besides me had chronic idea disorder. And my definition was like a never ending stream of entrepreneurial ideas. But the problem was we never act on them. The the response from this group, and this group was huge, was enormous. People just thought it was hilarious. So right away I started talking about how I was going to write the book Chronic Idea Disorder. In full disclosure, the book is well underway. However, the book is about conquering chronic idea disorder. And I've realized that in order to conquer it myself, I cannot be working on that book right now when I have a number of other projects still on the horizon. Please mind the background noise. I have a 14-year-old in the office with me who forgot that I'm live. Mompreneurism, it has its perks and its pains. Uh, so I was talking the talk, I wasn't walking the talk. I kept on talking about writing the book, but at the end of the day, I wasn't working on it. Again, I am working on that now, but it's on the back burner because I need to stay true to me. I've started walking the talk. I'm learning to conquer chronic idea disorder. But there's other examples of how this was not how I was talking my talk and not walking my talk in my business. I was talking about releasing a course called Pinterest for Podcasters back in the spring of 2019. I've known that Pinterest worked for my business since 2018, but it took me a year, almost a year and a half, considering we're now in August 2020, to actually get to work on the course. You can say over and over and over again that you're going to do something, but unless you actually take the action, you're not going to believe it and nobody else is going to believe it. Here in my family, and especially with the kid who's sitting in the office with me, I was saying things all the time and never following through. I needed to get my business in order. I needed to get myself in order. And I needed to start honoring the commitments that I had made. When I say I'm going to do something, I've got to do it. I'm still working on paying for chores, but they know that, you know, maybe now mom will be good for the money that she promises. That sounds really bad. I just don't carry cash. Anyway, so the course, the book, and weight. I When was that? That was the fall of 2018. I knew I wanted to lose weight. Again, if this is your first time here with me, I'm a mom of five. My youngest are 5-year-old twins, complete surprise. Then I have a 6-year-old, 14-year-old, and a 17-year-old. After the twins were born in 2015, I lost a little bit of weight, but due to making tons of excuses, my weight kept on going up, up, up. When I weighed myself in June of 2020, so just 2 months ago, I wanted to puke. Let's just put it that way. I had been talking about losing weight forever, but now, suddenly looking at the scale, I weighed more than I weighed when 9 months pregnant with twins. That was unacceptable. I hadn't been honoring the commitment to myself to get healthy, eat healthy, exercise. So rather than talk the talk, I needed to walk the talk. I needed to honor that commitment. And when I tell myself I'm going to get up and exercise, I needed to do it. So I'm proud to say that since June 2020, I've actually lost 15 pounds. And the way I've been doing that is by putting out my goals, putting my goals out there and having other people keep me accountable. So if you're not following me on Instagram, go over there, the Kim Sutton. Go follow me on Instagram, and you'll see that in the stories, I'm posting update shots with my weight and what day it is. I honestly haven't done one in a few days because I've been so focused on walking the talk instead of just talking the talk that I haven't posted an update in a few days. If you are struggling with carrying through on the actions that you say you're going to take, then I want you to think about what your accountability network looks like. Do you even have one? Is anybody besides yourself holding you accountable to reach your goals and take the actions that are necessary to reach those goals? If you don't feel like you have a support network that you can lean on, I want to invite you to join the Positive Productivity Free Facebook group, which you can get to by going to thekimsutton.com/group, or just set up a goal system for yourself. And what I mean by that is a reward system. Tell yourself that when you take the actions that you say you're going to say, when you walk your talk, that you will reward yourself. It's working for me, it's working for friends, and I have no doubt it will work for you too. I would love to hear the action that you're going to take today so that you stop just talking and actually start walking. Or in my case, I'm riding. I ride the bike every single day. I'm going along with Peloton. I got to give a shout out to them. They are not a sponsor of me in any way, but they are kicking my butt. And I have to say, they have a challenge on their app. I have challenges in my business. The challenges are what keep me going. They are what make me walk my talk. So post down below what action you're going to take today to transform from talking to walking. Give the video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and come back tomorrow when I'll be back online at about 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern with another episode of KimBits. Now, with all this said, go forth and make it a positive and a productive day.